Hi everybody, I want to share a deck with you today, and it is called the Prisma Visions Tarot, and here's the box. Now I had pre-ordered this deck about 6 months ago, and I just received it about a week ago. I think it's a wow. The details are really nice and interesting. Even the box is beautiful. There's little inscriptions in there. Nice, sturdy, beautiful box. The artist is James R. Eads, and the author is Catherine Tomes. And together, I think they did a wonderful job. I'm going to show you some of the cards, and then we'll take a look at the little book that comes with it. Great book. So I do want to show you the back of the cards. And there is a silver edging. Okay. The cards are, it's almost like a walk through a midnight forest. You'll see that the colors are the backgrounds are all very dark and like as if they're a nighttime sky, but the other colors are vibrant. Now I do want to say that there's a lot of detail, and I know they're not going to show up the way they would if you're actually just holding it and looking at it. So let's take a look at the Fool, and I'm going to show you some nuances that were added. So you take a look at this Fool, and you see the pelican sitting here, and there's I like a lifesaver here, and he's perched. And at first glance you think, okay, why is that a Fool? Because he can fly away when he wants. Look a little closer. I mean, you really want to study these cards. So you look a little closer and you see there's a wolf here, and then you'll understand the story that's being told. So the wolf, having spied the pelican, thought, wow, I'm going to have a nice dinner tonight. And he sort of foolishly, without too much thought, jumped in the water and swam out to sea. Now what happens? That wolf is not in his element anymore. His feet are not on the ground. So he's found himself out in the middle of the ocean, and alone, and without his his pride or his clan. So that is, so it's a little different interpretation in a way. It's like it's a step forward. We're not just seeing him, the Fool, ready to jump off the cliff. This one's already taken the plunge and is now in that predicament, and how will it, which way will it go, So I think it's really fascinating. So this is the kind of deck that, even though it is based on Rider-Waite, like I said, it's kind of a deck that you want to study and really get more from than you would maybe some other simpler decks. So here is the Magician. Now that's just a beautiful contrast of the inner and outer workings that are needed to bring things to be manifested. Because you see the moon, the white moon, and then the dark shadow of the man, and he's in the middle of creating something. So it is that conscious and unconscious blend of energy that is being shown here in the Magician card. And here is the High Priestess. So there might be some subtleties that do not show up, but again, this is that idea of that quiet knowing, that quiet intuition, and following that unconscious intuitive energy. The Empress. Now, I'm going to just skip ahead. I really like what he did with the Hierophant. He brings in that Taurian energy. So I hope you can make it out. I mean, it's very kind of done in a way as if it's a constellation, but the bull is here, and the bull is holding these scrolls. So I like that they brought that energy in an obvious way. I think it's really great. Oh, and here's the Lovers. I like it. It brings in the energy of, a little more freedom and movement, dance and love. And also, it does bring in the that older tradition of choice. And if you can see, there are couples dancing, male and female, and then there's another couple here that is two males. So I like that because it is, to me, that subtle understanding of choice. Chariot is cool. See the dove that is right here, adding to the symbolism, so it's not just the car moving through the night, but that added symbolism of the dove taking flight. The Strength card. There's actually a person walking here in the background of this pride of lions, you know, walking very confidently among that energy. You know, the Hermit, I don't know that you're going to be able to see it. There is a bridge, and the Hermit is under the reflection of the moon there on the bridge, crossing it. And of course, is, you know, the bridge itself has a lot of symbolism, esoteric symbolism. Okay, some I'm going to skip because, like I said, I think they're too detailed to see. Here's Justice, very nice Justice card. There's a lot going on. You see the snake is biting the hand, and simultaneously the knife that the hand was holding cut the snake. Here's Death. I love Temperance in every deck, so I do want to show that, but it's a little hard to make it out here. But it is, you know, a combination of these waves uprising and meeting with each other, and there are actually two cups being emptied and filled up top here. The Devil. Subtle and powerful image. The Tower, it's interesting because, it's just fascinating to me. He didn't go with the traditional lightning, but so we have this old mansion here, and it is, you know, on a hill, and the water here over the years just, you know, beating against the bottom of that cliff, you know, has weakened that cliff, and there's an understanding here in this card that at any moment that mansion, that tower could fall. So it's different. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I have my piles here, and here's the Star. The Moon. I like the canoe there, ready to take us on a ride through the unconscious. Here's the Sun. It's a little psychedelic looking. But that idea that everything is, you know, blossoming and growing and oozing energy of life. The Judgment card. It's there's a door and you know, a very colorful vortex of energy through that door, and it's that idea of, you know, are we willing to let go of, you know, or not so much, yeah, sort of to let go of where we are now and take that next step in life, that next step up, you know. So I think that's a very interesting way to say it. I like it very much. Okay. And, I want to show you, there's one extra card, and it's called Strawberries. It is not numbered. You'll just see a question mark. And it's just a benefic card if you choose to leave it in the deck. It's just, you know, happy and a good card if you receive it in a reading. It is covered in the book. So let's look at the book, as a matter of fact. So here it is. That's the cover of the book. The eye is open on the front and closed on the back. So, you know, there are some spreads in here, but what I really wanted to talk about in the book is that the author did a wonderful job here. So the first paragraph, each card gets 2 paragraphs. So the first paragraph talks about the perspective through the artist's vision in this particular deck. The second paragraph will talk about more of the traditional meanings. I like that they did both, because this is the kind of deck where, you know, as I said, you want to spend time really studying it. And if you get a little stuck on some interpretations, the book won't let you down. It will give you the information you need. So now, if you, you know, if you haven't been to his site, I recommend that, and you're interested in this deck, I recommend that you check out his site, because what he did, the artist, James Eads, what he did for the suits was Each suit was one long painting, and that painting got cut into 14 sections, and each of those 14 sections are a card. So there is a real connection. If you go and look, you'll see that it's just one long painting. It's really interesting how he did that. So here are the swords. Here's the Ace of Swords, and here is the the 3. But you'll see that in each suit there's a similarity of colors and of the movement, because it was, each one, as I said, was one long painting. Here's the 6. In fact, let me show you a few together. The 6 and the 7. Sort of see how they might connect together. I don't know if I have them right. Let's see. This is it. You can make more sense of it on his site, though. Okay. And here's the 9. And the 10. Now that creature has actually captured the guy there. And here is the Queen. It does go knight, page, knight, queen, and king. Here's the King of Swords. So I'm just giving you a quick look here because I've only had the deck a week or so. I'm sure down the road somebody will do a full review on it. Okay, let's look at some wands. Here's the Ace of Wands. Here's the 3 of Wands. Here's the 9. And the 10. She's kind of caught up in the trees now. Okay. And some pentacles. There's the Ace. The 4. I'll show you the 9. The 10. And here is the Knight. The Queen. And the King. Very unusual. Taking the bull by the horns. Okay, a few of the cups. Of course, I'm going to show you the 2 of Cups, because I just love the energy of that card. And the 3. The 6. Very pretty. The Page of, well, I said cups, but he's calling them chalices. And here is the Knight of Chalices. So I think it's a fabulous deck. To me, it is definitely a wow. I'm really happy to have it, and I'm looking forward to working with it more and more. So check out his site if you're interested, and have a great day, everyone. Thank you. Bye now.